Hello, beautifuls. My name is Kwavier. I'm the creator of Juju Time. I'm an oracle, a mystic, and an Afro-Indigenous witch. And in this video, we're going to be looking into the month of April 2022. So that way we can get some bone reading, some card reading of the messages and advice that Spirit wants us to know as we go along this month. Now there's going to be 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And the timestamps for those piles will be in the description below. So definitely take the time to tap into your higher self, tap into your spiritual team, so that way you can hear the message that Spirit wants you to hear, okay? Let's get started, and I will see you at your piles. Alrighty, so starting off at first with the bone reading, my pile 1s. Alrighty. Alright, my pile 1s. So from what I'm seeing here, the first thing that I'm getting a sense of is that there's been this this hurdle, this jump that you've been processing when it comes to connecting to your inspiration or connecting to your faith, your hope. The feeling that Spirit is moving through me is basically this feeling of wanting to prepare for the worst is basically what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling inside of me. It's like I need to be preparing for the worst just in case, right? So in a way, I'm like, there's this, from what I'm seeing is that you are preparing for any sort of hurdles. And the first message that I'm definitely getting a sense of when I am seeing this is Spirit commends your ability to stay ready, so you don't got to get ready kind of energy, right? But at the same time, Spirit does not want you to be continually thinking of all the negative things that could go wrong. And instead, just imagine when things go right, right? So in a way, there's this you needing to create this blank space within your mind of, yes, you're open to all the situations that could go wrong, but imagine what could go right. And you're definitely needing that space within you, because it's also connected very deeply, from what I can see here. It's connected very deeply into your inner beliefs, your inner thoughts, you know, who you are, who you come from, and Spirit is definitely, from what I can see here, because it's ingrained so deeply in you, you definitely want to continue to, to stay ready. Don't get me wrong. Continue to stay ready. But also these limiting beliefs, basically. These limiting beliefs that you may have in terms of hoping or having faith, or even feeling inspired. Just feeling inspired as well. you know, in yourself, that you are this, in terms of like your inspiration, being endless, and that it's not finite. I think that's the word. It's not finite. So that's the first message that I'm definitely seeing. Another message that I am seeing here is, okay, 2 roads could have been taken, right? And I'm getting the question of, did I choose the right one? Did I choose the right one? So here's the thing. So two choices could have been taken. Both of them were basically groundbreaking, life-changing. Like, no matter what path you would have chosen, it was basically 2 decisions that was, you know, that would change everything. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. That would change everything. One path, it leads you deeper into your leadership, your I moments, you standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. And then the other path would have led you more down a path of, from what I can see, especially what I'm sensing big time, it's this path of needing to be, teaching you to let go. Yeah, teaching you to let go, to be open to the transitions. So, but the point is, from what I can see here, is that this question of, did I choose the right path? Did I choose the right path? Overall, it all leads to the same goal. As long as the goal that you have in your mind, you stay focused on that goal, then you did not choose any wrong path. This is spirit. It was basically spirit allowing you to take control of your life. Right? Yeah, to just take control of it. Oh, that is beautiful. Self-autonomy is what I definitely feel a sense of. Like you being like your own country, you know, you make the laws, you create the government, it's you. And this is definitely was needed, right? So the question, did I make the right choice, or am I making the right choice, or anything of that sort? Keep your goal in mind. Keep your goal in mind, and it will not steer you wrong, right? It just basically, from what the two paths that I have described to you, right? It just, what path you choose, it comes down to what is your capacity? What is it that you are needing to learn? Because as I said, it doesn't matter. Both paths are basically life-changing, right? It's both life-changing. It's both something that you did not expect, everything that you wanted, perhaps even a few things that you fear. And it's going to be tackling a lot. It's going to be tackling a lot within you, but it will bring you a sense of freedom. Both paths will lead you to deeper understanding of yourself, your emotion, or on the other hand, like I said, being able to release and let go. So what lesson are you open to learning? But at the end, I see here is that it leads all to the same point. So that is the bone reading. Let's get some recommendation cards of just advice, some more advice that spirit may have in regards to the month of April 2022. Okay. Okay. So first off, inner work. Inner work, there's this built-up tension. There's this built-up tension that has occurred or has been occurring over time, and this tension is leading your decisions. This tension is leading how you are carving out your schedule or how you are maneuvering in certain situations. And there is this need to release a lot of this tension, or at least understand where the tension is coming from. So that way you can start learning, how do I address this and approach each situation, or to approach each situation with peace, approach each situation with a sense of knowing and joy, versus your nervous system being triggered or moving out of fear. Some outer work. Okay, yeah, there's also another message here, but I'm going to finish what I'm going to say for this card, and then we can then continue on. But for the outer work, look at when you're going through this month of April 2022, right? A lot of things will be approaching you in a way of very simply putting into 2 or 3 categories of, does it work or does it not work? Is this working for me or is this not working for me? Okay. And you making maneuvers to let things go. And for my pile ones, for a few of you, letting things go might be difficult. For example, let's say, okay, very minor example. The first thing that I'm getting is, let's say you need to do spring cleaning, but you are still holding on to certain things. You're holding on to, for example, your ex-partner's sweater, for example, and you tell yourself one thing, you tell yourself, oh, it's a warm sweater. Like why give something away when it's functional, or, something like that. And by all means, it is functional, but emotionally, sometimes it could, it brings you back. It brings you back to that loss. It may bring you back just in general, it brings you back. And so being very clear of, is this working for me? Is this for my highest good, or is this not for my highest good? And if it's not, then to let it go. And if it is, then you need to definitely take the time to evaluate the why and the steps that you need to take towards that. Overall, the month of April, for you, my pile ones, this is you taking charge of your own will. Okay, we have 5-5 coming out. We have 2 5s coming out. Both of these cards are 5 cards. And with that, we do see, as I said, you making decisions, placing your will onto things, stepping more into knowing instead of blind faith is more, it feels more like blind faith. We have the card here, take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. This definitely connects back to that tension, this release, letting things letting things go. You and your loved ones are safe. All right, with this message, I'm definitely getting the sense of a lot of that tension is that you move in a way to protect others, to help others, especially from, especially the ones that you love. Yeah. I feel a bit choked up, a bit. Yeah, especially the ones that you love. Like everything you do is for them. And then I am getting the message, but what about you? This is your will, not theirs. By you helping you, you're helping them. The higher you rise, the higher they rise. I'm getting I'm being given the image of like, and there's a quote, but it's so crazy. Like I can see the quote, but I don't know the quote. But basically it's like when the tides go up, like all the tides go up sort of thing, Yeah. There's a quote for that. I know there's a quote, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah, my pile ones, that is your message. That's your inner work, outer work that this month, the advice and messages of how to maneuver this month that Spirit has for you. So I definitely hope that it brings some clarity, some instruction, some confirmation as well, of that you do have power, basically, that you do have a choice, and that no matter what, the choice will lead you to the ultimate goal of you reconnecting back to you. And that, yeah, things may seem difficult, the choice may seem hard, but you are center stage is what I'm seeing a person in the middle of a stage. So you are center stage. Yeah, the light is on you. You need to burn just as bright as you allow other people around you to burn. So yeah, that's the message. So thank you again. And I thank your guides and my guides for this message, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Hello, my pile twos. So we're going to start off with the bone reading first, just to get some messages that Spirit wants us to know from this, and then we will move on and just pick out a few cards of what Spirit may want us to know. So, all right. All right. So my pile twos. Okay. So first and foremost, I do see a harmony happening between, and this probably happened within the last month or couple months or whatever, but stepping into April 2022, I do definitely see that there's this smoothing over of between, okay, how do I, what are the words? Because all I see is images, but I want to, okay, the harmony between, selfishness, that's very strange. Okay, selfishness, all right, and cooperation, which is very interesting. So there's this harmony happening in the month of April 2022 in regards to this, of when is it time to cooperate and when is it a time that you need to center you need to center your peace, you need to center your voice, right? Because I definitely see that it's definitely been quite a hurdle, sort of understanding how to maneuver this kind of energy. Yeah. It's actually to a point as well when I see here that your path being open, and even at the start or the end of it, it's like, it's this energy of, okay, do I continue to just have faith in me and put, you know, like I said, put me first? Or, you know, like for example, if you're like an empath or something, of like, okay, I need to put me first, but I'm definitely feeling that there's certain energies around me, certain emotions around me. Oh, okay. Okay. It's coming in so fast. Okay. I get the word former people pleaser. Former people pleaser. Or people pleaser becoming former people pleaser. It's like you're still on this journey and you're, you know, stepping, you know, may have a history of wanting to please people, over pleasing them, at the detriment of yourself. And now for this month, oh yeah, no. And then you overcompensated by, and quite rightly so, trying to balance out those scales in a way of trying to center your needs and everything like that. But now for the month of April, there seems to be this balancing happening. There are these boundaries that you're beginning to understand. And it's definitely, it basically changed the way that you move. It changed your very foundation, which is definitely what you needed, because Spirit didn't want you to walk in this people-pleasing sort of way, because it was never serving you, right? So it did open up, and it did change your foundations. It changed your foundations. And now for the month of April, we see this balancing act sort of happening of, okay, these are the people that I care about and their opinions matter. But at the end of the day, what are my boundaries? What is it that I need to definitely not allow this line to be crossed? Yeah. And then it's you sticking to those boundaries as well. So some instruction that I'm definitely hearing from Spirit is write down what it is that you need today. Right? Just what is it that you need today? Like I need at least 1 hour to myself. Let's say, you know, something of that line. Like, you know, I need 1 hour to myself every day, right? And making that known, and you sticking by it. You in terms of recovering from this people-pleasing type of ways, is that this is you standing up for yourself and being your own advocate, right? Reconnecting to your voice, reconnecting to what it is that you need. And I'm definitely getting a feeling that it's not easy for a few of you to tell people what you need. And this definitely, most likely, without Spirit even having to tell me, that's definitely most likely has something to do with, you know, childhood or past, or being gaslit, not being believed, etc. But we see that for the month of April, there's going to be opportunities for you to definitely approach that, heal that, and just stand up for yourself in a way that you are still this beautiful, giving individual. Absolutely. You know, this very intuitive individual, this very connected to others type of individual for sure, but you are still sticking up for what it is that you need. And so making a list of things that you need to protect, or to honor, not even protect. You're not protecting, you are honoring your emotional self, your mental self. You are honoring you. So make that list of what it is that you need, basically. So all right, that's a beautiful message. Let's get some inner work, outer work card. Card advice from Spirit. Okay, so inner work. Yes, we have mastery coming out. Yes, I love that for you. And outer work. King of Diamonds. Beautiful. King of Diamonds in reverse. That's lovely. All right. So first off, let's look at that inner work. Inner work, we have mastery. All right. What Spirit is moving through me when it comes to this is you, once again, mastering your needs, as we spoke about, mastering and understanding your needs, your emotion, but also I'm definitely feeling this is something's happening very spiritual at this. Whether you view yourself as a spiritual person or not, a religious person or not, it doesn't matter. But there's something happening at a soul level of who you are and your mastery and understanding your connection to Spirit and your connection to yourself, and you being able to hear yourself, understand yourself. And it's not to give some kind of explanation. I'm definitely hearing overthinker. Okay, so needing an explanation for everything. No, it just is because it is. I need this because I need it. And that's okay if that's all the answers that you have. There doesn't need to be a whole list of the reasoning why, because it's like this over-explaining happening as well, right? I'm seeing definitely, I'm definitely getting a sense of an individual over-explaining, and which is a part of the people-pleasing, but definitely inner work for April 2022. You're mastering your connection to yourself. You're being your own leader. You're taking the lead in your life of being able to speak on and stand tall in without giving the reasoning why you're doing what you're doing is because you need it. Yeah, because you need it. So inner work, that is beautiful. Mastering you is a very divine connection that you can be having for the month of April 2022. Outer work. We have the King of Diamonds in reverse. And what this is telling me, what Spirit is moving through me, and what I'm seeing is definitely is connected to that, to your inner work that you're having to do for this month. But another part of it as well is sticking your foot in your mouth is what I heard. Don't stick your foot in your mouth. Don't do things twice. I don't know what that means. Don't do things twice. Okay. I'm getting a sense from Spirit that it has something to do with perfectionism. It's something to do with perfectionism to the point where you're not moving forward, right? Spirit is wanting you, it's better to do and make mistakes than don't do anything. And you don't learn anything, if that makes sense, you know? Because at least you can learn and get better and do better for yourself. Yeah. Pleasing others has left you disconnected of how to please yourself. Interesting. And so April 20, this month of April, you know, there's this thing of you being back connected to it. Look at this. We have the, oh, it's blurry. Can we focus or maybe not? Yes, thank you. So we have the new moon, which is quite fitting because I think today is a new moon. Yes, yes. Well, at least during the time of this reading, they're coming into this month, we start off with a new moon. But we see here the scales, and I was just talking about this balancing thing that was happening in the bone reading. So beautiful confirmation. But it says here a new romantic cycle begins. And honestly, so absolutely, if this is a new romantic cycle of, you know, if your spirit is letting you know that this is the message for you in regards to your love life, absolutely. Of something being reignited, or on the other hand, something starting up, you know, why not? That's quite beautiful too. But what I'm also getting a sense of with this is a new romantic cycle with yourself. We always forget to romance ourselves, and I think we need to remember to romance ourselves every now and then. And then it's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. You know what I love about this? You have new moon, full moon, which is complete opposite ends of, you know, the moon cycles, which is, once again, I'm getting a sense of this just paying homage to your in-betweenness of life. It feels like your ability to understand others and, like I said, very, oh, how can I say this? Because it's very beautiful. You're my pile twos, you're my in-betweeners. You're my in-betweeners. You are the people that, for example, let's say there's like this argument that is happening, or this discussion. Let's not say argument. Let's say it's a discussion happening. You are my individuals that can emotionally connect to both sides. You understand both sides. And this could be part of your spiritual gifts that you're also needing, that you're tapping into. Hence the mastery. Once you master yourself, you get a handle of mastering your abilities that you naturally have, which is quite beautiful. But the final message here is time to release negativity. Releasing negativity, how you speak to yourself. Once again, putting others before your own needs, and allowing boundaries to be crossed, and you not speaking up of how you're uncomfortable with that, or you beating yourself up as well when that does happen. Like, you know, Spirit is wanting you to release that negativity and be more gentle with yourself for this month. It's definitely a learning process, but you are on the path of that mastery. You're on the path of releasing those, releasing your idea of perfection and how others view you and how you should be showing up, and that disappointment when you don't show up in that way. And there's just this beautiful unlearning that is happening, so that way you can better utilize your gifts. Oh, that's a beautiful message. Oh, what a beautiful April, guys. What a beautiful April. So that's all that I'm getting. So I thank your guides and my guides for bringing us this beautiful message. And I will see you in the next one. Truth and love, beautifuls. All right, my pile threes. So let's get started. We're going to actually start off with the bone reading first, just to get those messages that Spirit wants us to know first off. And then we'll move on and choose and get some cards pulled for some instructions for this month. But all right. my pile threes. Okay, interesting. So there's been all right, so very interesting. There's been this, you just see like one strand of my hair just swinging back and forth. Oh gosh, okay. Should have tied up my hair, but okay. Oh, how do I say this? All right, I'll just say it. I'll just say it. So my pile threes, a few of you, from what I'm seeing here, there's been this hurdle, in a way, of connecting to your roots, your ancestors. There's been this hurdle. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of feeling responsible for that hurdle. Yeah, there's very clear accountability that you understand that you need to start the connection, but there's this hurdle of like how. There is an emotional or even an energetic blockage that you're feeling within yourself in regards to that connection. Which is very interesting, yeah. And this is definitely, I'm getting a sense that this is how you feel about it, but but I'm seeing definitely that the cause and the reason why you want to connect to your ancestors, for sure, the reason why you're putting a lot of pressure. I'm getting a sense of being very pressured to connect and hear spirit and hear my ancestors and to know what steps I need to take or what to do or how to do it. Okay, I just heard the comparing self to others. Comparing self to others. Right now, the questions that you have in terms of direction that you should take or what you should do and stuff like that. Right now, I see that road is closed right now, and it's not for spite. It's definitely not for spite, but I do see this ritual being done. So perhaps at the time of at the time of me doing this and me posting this up, it's the new moon. I forgot what sign, but that's beside the point. There's a new moon today, and we're starting off this month with this new moon energy, right? So this could be, in a way, a very good time at whatever point that you're listening to this. It doesn't matter if it's April 1st or not April 1st or anything like that. But you getting down ritual in your life. Getting down ritual in your life. Okay, my battery is flashing. So let me go change the battery and let's get another candle up in this. So 1 second. Alrighty. So we are good to go. We're good. But yeah, as I was saying, okay. So definitely what Spirit wants me to let you know is there needs to be a ritual set in place. And this is something, and as soon as I said that, I heard the question, yeah, okay, so what do I do? What ritual should I do? Or anything, something like that. And first and foremost, this ritual is something that your spirits want you to connect to yourself of what it is that you need to be doing, right? So it can be as simple as dedicating yourself to affirmations in the morning. That in itself is a ritual, right? This could be as simple as creating a ritual around journaling, of taking time out in the morning. A ritual is just actions set into place, and a ritual is your life, how you move throughout the day, you know, how you approach and how you do certain things. It becomes like a ritual. So what spiritual ritual can you implement that will bring you closer and deeper into yourself? Bring you even closer to the earth is also what I'm getting. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, begin to set ritual into your life and allow that to lead the way of trusting what it is that you need to do next. Because I'm definitely seeing that the path will be turned over. It's very strange. I'm seeing is I'm seeing like a patch of garden, like, you know, soil, okay? And I'm seeing like this person like raking. Do you rake the soil? Like you're turning over the soil, right? I'm seeing this turning over of soil, and this puts your faith back into you. This will begin to inspire you, basically, right? It will begin to inspire you and start that harmonization of transforming, of being open to transformation in your life. Yeah. The foundation has been cleared. And this is not like, it's somewhat foundational work, right? But this is, from what I'm seeing, what I'm sensing from Spirit, this is you allowing and bringing in transformation. Because this is from what I'm sensing and seeing, transformation is what you are wanting. Transformation to move on in your journey, become deeper in yourself, or even to be able to hear your spirits, your ancestors, become closer to that root of who you are, right? Yeah. Especially energetically moving yourself to that next step. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful message, like instructions. Oh, I love that. All right, let's pull some cards. Let's look at some of inner work, outer work, that Spirit suggests that you adhere to. So you got inner work. Oh, interesting. Inner work, we have tension. Yeah, and outer work. Okay. Outer work. We have here, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay, so let's first look at this inner work. There was another pile, and the inner work was pretty much the same. I won't say which one. But for my pile 3s, for you all here, this tension feels more like pressure. It feels more like, honestly, what I'm getting, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing is not really being sure what to do. And that causing tension, that causing stress, causing worry. The image that I'm seeing is like everything around me is dark. Like everything around me is dark. And you know, yes, okay, it's the Hermit. In the tarot deck, what I'm seeing is the Hermit in a way. Like everything around you is dark and you have a light, but for some reason, one second, I had to sneeze. Okay. That light, you can't see like very far. Like that light doesn't shine very brightly. And so just I see myself just standing there, just trying to figure out, like, okay, should I go back? Like, what is back? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, just this is, there's just this, I don't want to say lost, because you're not lost, because the path is there under your feet. There is no loss when the path is right there beneath you. It's right there around you. But this light is needing to shine brighter. This light needs, and this light is you. This light is you. It's you being able to see and sense yourself and allow that light to shine through, of understanding how to allow that light to shine through. But we do see here for the month of April that there is, for that inner work, right? There's this change happening of you understanding how to, one, release that pressure within yourself, but also answering the question of how do you shine in your own light? How do you shine in your own light? You know, when you're not comparing, when you're not looking at others of, okay, well, this worked for this person, it should work for me type of energy. And it's you understanding your own musical notes in the whole system of things. Like now I'm seeing this instrument and you needing to learn how to play your note, right? Instead of trying to tune your string to all the other notes. Like, okay, what's my note? And realizing that that note is just as beautiful as all the other notes. And it's individual, it's beautiful. Okay, but that is what the inner work for the month of April 2022 will be moving you towards. It will be moving you towards to, as I said, releasing this tension and getting a deeper sense of freedom, of understanding you. It's the freedom that you hold. Yeah, the freedom that you hold, the musical note that only you can play. That's beautiful. And the outer work that's that spirit is wanting to bring to your attention is, so we have here the Wheel of Fortune, as I said. And with this card, right, this is your understanding that every door has its own key. So your inner work is very much connected to your outer work, which is quite usual. Sometimes it's not as usual, as, you know, some people have some inner work that is quite different to what they actually need to be doing presently sometimes. But for you, this is very much connected. Because once you find the key to your own door, this, as I said, starts opening up, turning over that soil. And once again, this is going back to ritual. One thing, if you look at a lot of the Wheel of Fortune cards and a lot of tarot decks, there is usually a lot of mystery around it, right? A lot of symbols and animals and stuff like that. There's a serpent and there's, you know, the image of like this devil thing or whatever this creature and this, you know, it's very symbolic. So this is it's definitely going back to that ritual that spirit wants you to start implementing for yourself. What is your ritual? So definitely that's something, that outer work that you can definitely be doing for the month of April. Some additional messages. Wow, look at that. Show the world the real you. Okay. I feel like that's definitely confirmation of what I was just saying. And be bold. Make the first... Oh, it's blurry. Sorry. Okay, you know what? That's all good. It's okay. Be bold and make the first move. Be bold, make the first move. This is, man, you are stepping into it for this month. April, you are stepping into you. You're stepping into your confidence. You're stepping into, once again, like I said, showing the world the real you, playing your own note. Yeah, playing your own note. Understanding you, understanding the role that you play, or at least getting onto the path of understanding the role that you play. And it's, once again, it's connected to that ritual that you will start to implement into your life into the month of April to help you connect deeper with you. Yeah. Because once that faith, once that inspiration, once you start to inspire you, once you start being your own source of inspiration, your own spark of motivation, that you're moving out of joy, you're doing what you want to do. Moving out of joy is it's definitely a message that I'm sensing from Spirit. You moving out of joy instead of this tension, this pressure of things are not happening the way you think they should be happening. You know, this is reconnecting to your present life. Oh, this is quite beautiful. Yes. All right, that is the message for you, my pile threes. I thank your guides and my guides for delivering to us this beautiful message. I am definitely excited to see where this leads you as you go on and you start turning over that soil. Like, I am very interested in your harvest. I'm very interested in your harvest. This is going to be beautiful. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next ones. Truth and love.